Number 2. Ahimsa. Some Jain temples have an inscription above their doors, usually in Sanskrit but sometimes in English, that reads, "Non-violence is the highest religion." Jains believe that if you want to achieve moksha, you need to stop harming other life forms. Jains believe that every living thing has a soul and can therefore feel pain and suffering. Animal and even human rights are a fairly recent concept, but
Really? That's a recent concept? Interesting. Why is there a llama here?
has a soul and can therefore feel pain and suffering. Animal and even human rights are a fairly recent concept,
Oh, no. Okay.
but Jains have granted something
Okay, so they think every living being has a soul so it could feel pain. That is absolute nonsense. If you don't have a brain, if you don't have a central neural system, then there's no way you could feel pain. Wait, do these people think plants can feel pain? Guys, do Jains think that plants can feel pain? Is that what it is? Is that what because they said every living being. Did they say every living being? Listen one more time, okay?
Religion. Jains believe that if you want to achieve moksha, you need to stop harming other life forms. Jains believe that every
So why do they eat vegetables then? That's a life form.
living thing has a soul.
They said every living being has a soul
and can therefore feel pain.
So wait, do they think like our salad is screaming when when you're chewing on a tomato? Is it like feeling pain? Wait, then why are they vegetarian then? Every living being has a soul, so it could feel pain. So why the hell are they vegetarian? Is that why they don't eat potatoes? Do potatoes have more souls than other vegetables? Let me see what you guys said. Please stop videos every 10 seconds, man, not every 3 seconds, for God's sake. No, I will do what I want. I have a guys, if I see something and I have a comment, if I don't get it out of my system, I'll explode, okay? Not in an Aloha Akbar kind of way, but I will.
And suffering. Animal and even human rights are a fairly recent concept, but Jains have granted something similar to all life, even microbes, for thousands of years. Ahimsa is the hand in the middle of the Jain symbol, and the text there at the bottom reads, "All life is bound together by mutual support and interdependence." Number 3.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Why are they vegetarian then? Vegetables, plants are a life form. Can somebody explain? See, they should. Oh my God, is that why they don't eat potatoes? Potatoes might kill insects when you take them out. Are you serious? Is that really why they don't? These people are insane. Microbe lives matter. Yes. Fatima is saying you cannot control Armin. He's a dumb. Exactly. You're all my subs. Fruits are meant to be eaten and shut up. Okay, yes, I agree. But what do they think? Vegetables are part of living things. Thank you so much for the very useful information that none of us knew here. Guys, can somebody explain to me how do they explain that they're vegetarians if they think every single life form has a soul and could feel pain? So why are they vegetarians? Gajian is saying seasonal plants die on their own. Animals die on their own too. If you don't kill animals, they're going to die one day. That doesn't make any sense. They only eat dead plants. There's no such thing as... What do you mean dead plants? They only eat dead plants? I mean, when you have to kill a plant for it to be a dead plant. Okay, so if you have a cucumber that is still fresh, that fresh cucumber is still alive. If you cook it, so it's now a dead plant, you just killed it, though. Every single one of those cells are alive. I don't understand how any of this works.
Kantavada.
I mean, so if they eat dead plants, would they eat dead animals then? Because it's already like, I already cooked it and it's ready. It's already dead. None of this makes any sense. I mean, it's religion. Of course it doesn't make any sense. Okay, come on. Go away with that nonsense. Plants release. Okay, that's not what. God, I hate this. Plants release hormones that notifies other plants that they are being eaten. That's not what notifying means. Okay, that's not the same thing. Plants do not feel anything. Okay, just because there's some chemicals being exchanged. When we talking about feelings and notifying and knowledge, we're talking about like something like a neuron system and just like accepting information, not just because when my blood releases hormones from one part of my body and it receives it in another part of my body, that's not the same as me like something me being aware of something. Okay, hormones, chemicals being, that's not the same thing as knowledge and awareness. Okay, plants do not have a neuron system, so they cannot be aware of anything, and they cannot be notifying each other of anything. Oh my god, what are you talking about? Okay, let's continue.
Life
Okay, no one. What is this one? Number 3.
support and interdependence.
Okay, guys, because you guys are complaining a little bit too much, I'm gonna play it for at least 10 seconds. Okay, don't say I'm not nice to you. Okay, don't say thank you in the live chat, so I'm get motivated to try to play it for at least 10 seconds every time. It's gonna be very difficult for me. Okay, so you better say thank you right now in the live chat, so I see you're grateful, or else I'm gonna go back to pausing every 3 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna try to abide by this rule that yes, thank you. Okay. I'm going to try to listen to you guys and abide by the rules that you're giving me, okay?
Number 3, Anekantavada. Life is complicated. In order to understand it a little better, James came up with a many-pointed doctrine known as Anekantavada. No single viewpoint can be the only truth. Instead, the full truth must be built out of a bunch of different viewpoints. There's a famous story in Jainism that helps get this point
No crap. Really? You came up with that yourself? Very wise.
across. 5 blind men go up to an elephant
Oh yeah, I heard
and
this.
each touch one part and attempt to describe what the creature looks like.
There's an obvious joke to be made here, but obviously I cannot make that joke.
The guy at the trunk says this thing must be as thick as a tree trunk, while the guy at the tail says no, actually it's probably more like a rope. The guy at the belly claims it's a wall, clearly. The other guy at the leg disagrees, saying it's a pillar.
Okay, there's another guy missing here that would have made this really funny. Obviously somewhere around here. What would that guy say? What would that guy say? See, guys, I kept on. What would that? Yeah, no, thank you. What do you mean, no, thank you? I don't understand myself. Oh yeah, you're welcome. What would that guy say if that guy was touching? You know what? What would that guy say? So this guy says it's a tree. This guy is saying it's a rope. This guy is saying a wall, pillar. If the guy that is missing here, that we all know who I'm talking about, what would that guy say? Cucumber? Maybe. Cucumbers are not that.
And the last guy grabbing the ears thinks they're all fools because it's clearly a fan. The story then goes on to say that a nearby wise old man.
Okay, what we learned from this story is that back then blind people were dumb. Okay, because blind people in our time do not have the mental capacity to understand that when they touch something, that initial feeling that they get from touching something is not going to give them that understanding of what the whole thing is. Okay, so I don't know what blind people James used to deal with, but our blind people are a lot wiser these days. Okay, like, oh my god.
And the last guy grabbing the ears thinks they're all fools because it's clearly a fan. The story then goes on to say that a nearby wise old man told them that they were all right, but
Oh, wise old man.
only partially, and that all their points together could describe the whole elephant.
Oh wow, so wise. He's like, yeah, I can see with my eyes that this is an elephant. this is what passes for okay. This is what passes for wisdom. Like, like the old man is like, I know you guys are blind, but I didn't know you guys were idiots. Like you're missing more. You guys are missing a lot more than just vision. Okay, is how did you manage to stay alive until now if being blind hasn't given you the clue that just touching something, just a part of something, is not going to give you the entire picture. Okay, and like, how is this? Is this the standard of being wise? The guy can look. This guy's not blind. He can clearly see us an elephant, and he's telling the blind people, like, yeah, guys, that's actually an elephant. Okay, wow, so wise. So, but how is he even like? Oh, your guys are all partially right. How is it? How are any of these partially right?
That a nearby wise old man
Wise old
told
man, very wise.
them that they were all right.
How could it be all right? How is an elephant part tree and part fan? No, they're not partly right. They're all completely wrong. What the hell? This old man is also not wise. They're all idiots. Every single person in this story is an idiot. Guys, I'm not trying to be anti-blind, okay? Most blind people are not this dumb, okay? If you're blind and you're watching this, oh wait, never mind. If you're blind and you're listening to this, I'm not, I'm pretty sure you're smarter than this.
But only partially, and that all their...
I mean, you're smarter than this because... Never mind. Kick Pickle. Am I supposed to kick somebody out? Who am I supposed to... Oh yeah, this wise man has no... This wise old man... This old man has no hikmah. The absence of hikmah in this whole story is... Yeah. See, guys, like, I remember listening to this story when I was a kid. All right, I didn't know it had anything to do with Jainism, and I was like, "Oh wow, what a very wise story." Yes, and now you think about it for half a second as an adult, and like, this story is pretty dumb, isn't it? Right? And again, this is what religion does. It takes really simple ideas that everybody knows. Like, hey, if you take one side of a story, you might miss the entire truth. Okay, yeah, all right. But they come up with a story like this, and you're like, oh wow, so wise, so advanced. And then you look at the goddamn Greeks. Like, when was this? Yeah, the Greeks at the same time. Look at the nuance they had in their conversation. Like, oh, like, Armin, well, this was back in the day. Why do you think that of course, back then people weren't as wise. They were much wiser than this. Look at study the Greeks. Study the Greeks at the same goddamn time that these people were coming with their elephant stories, and just compare the level of nuance they had in their conversations. Even when they were wrong, it was a lot more thought-provoking and a lot more advanced than this crap. Hold on, what do you guys say?
Their points together could describe the whole elephant. That wise old man, Albert Einstein. After explaining the elephant to the blind men...
Wait, Albert, what the hell? Okay. Sorry, I'm going to go back and I'm going to play it for 10 seconds, okay? I just don't understand what just happened. Okay, Aniket, thank you so much for the super chat, for the 40 rupee. My opinions, you're saying, what are your opinions on Sikhism? That is absolute nonsense. And we did a deep video on this earlier. So you could go check out search for Atheist Republic Sikhism, it should show up. But yeah, it's absolute horse crap. But hold on. So I'm going to have to play this for 10 seconds without pausing. God, this is hard.
They're all fools because it's clearly a fan. The story then goes on to say that a nearby wise old man told them that they were all right, but only partially, and that all their points together could describe the whole elephant. That wise old man? Albert Einstein. After explaining the elephant to the blind men, the wise old man bestowed more knowledge upon them. He said to never miss a Cogito video. Make sure to click the subscribe button.
That was good. Okay, so this is just being funny, and it is funny, okay? And guys, just make sure you subscribe to my channel as well. And also go subscribe to Cogito because he is funny and his videos are pretty good. But subscribe to me as well, okay? So subscribe and hit the bell button. This is a good reminder.
Ring the notification bell And the blind men nodded, for they knew that this was great wisdom.
That's good. That was
Some
good.
modern Jains
was
often
good.
see Anakintavala as a part of ahimsa, as tolerance of other worldviews, especially when it comes to other religions.
Can I pause now? Can I pause? It's been 10 seconds. Okay. Well, it hasn't been. Okay. All right. This whole tolerance to other religions. Okay. I have to pause here. Guys, don't come at me because it's starting a new concept. So I have to pause here and I tell you that this whole tolerance of other religions should not, like, is Deborah here? Are we handing out cookies today? Because this does not give them any credit. Okay. Because, okay. I always give you this example, like, oh, wow, they're being so tolerant of other people's religions. Whoopie-doo, whoopie-doo, whoopie-doo. If, again, the example I always give is like, hey, I believe in leprechauns and I study leprechauns and I think that I'm looking for like a leprechaun to give me a lot of gold or whatever they do, whatever leprechauns do, okay? But don't be upset. Don't think that this is stupid because my belief in leprechauns, my ideology, my leprechaunism as a religion is tolerant of you as an atheist, okay? We're tolerant of other people and we accept atheists in the leprechaun ideology, in the leprechaun religion, right? And so therefore, this is a good religion, right? We accept you, we accept all other people. No, it's nonsense, okay? Just because a set of people, okay, this is the trick, okay? You come up with certain ideas and it's without evidence and it's absolute nonsense and you believe in it and like, hey, guess what? We believe in this stuff. But don't criticize us because we're accepting of your ideas. Like, I don't care if you're accepting of my ideas. Your beliefs are still nonsense, okay? Just because you can't just come butter me up and just say like, oh, I'm accepting of you. Can you be accepting of me? Yeah, I can be accepting of you. I can't be accepting of your goddamn stupid ideas. I don't care how much you're going to give credit to my ideas. Your ideas are crap. Of course my ideas are good. You have to give credit to my ideas because my ideas are awesome, okay? Yeah, I don't even need you to respect my ideas for my ideas to be awesome, okay? My ideas are awesome regardless of your respect, okay? My ideas are amazing. It's independent from you respecting them or not. Your ideas are idiotic. Your ideas are crap, okay? I'm not going to be like, you're not going to bribe me with respect for my ideas for me not to crap on your ideas. Your ideas are going to get crapped on no matter how much respect you have for my ideas.
Especially when it comes to other religions.
And subscribe! Everyone! Every single one of you is watching! Subscribe! Do it now! Do it! Do it now!